in this place this week we've sort of seen a lot of debate and heard a lot of debate about what the government's doing with the stimulus package and what we're not doing. But you'll have your chance in a minute. What the Northern Coast wants, which this government wiped some 5 years ago, we're coming up to the 5th anniversary, and I place on record the Casino to Murwillumbah Rail Link, or rail line, or rail service to be reinstated. If there's any way that this government could provide stimulus to the North Coast area, is to provide a rail service and reinstate the service between Casino and Murwillumbah. It's an issue that if it was revived and reinstated, it would not only support the transport industry within the region, it would support tourism, and it would also support industry along that track. This government made a lot of noise about how they would, or the federal members in the area, how they would support the retention or the reinstatement of the rail service, with the members for Page and the member for Richmond. But to this date, we haven't seen any of them pushing this project forward for the stimulus package. Let me also place on record my concerns about reinstating the service to Casino to Murwillumbah, that it has to be extended to the border. And we need to have that extension to the border to support those three needs earlier that I spoke about: transport, tourism and industry. Over the years we've heard from this government from this Labor government, that they have been working with the Queensland government on coming up with a report over the reinstatement of this service, a cross-border report. Now, the headlines of our paper, and I quote the Northern Star this morning: "Government to tell the truth on the train." The people of the North Coast have had enough. And thanks to Jenny Gardner and everyone that supported her in the other place yesterday, they were able to finally put pressure on this government to be able to provide this so-called secret report that hasn't been available. And now we find out that it was available last July, but it hasn't been released yet. But the startling fact is now that this report is so comprehensive, we're being told it could be 3 pages. A report that the whole community, that this government has been working on with the Queensland government to provide this report. It's been ready since last July and hasn't been released, and now we find that it could be 3 pages. So how serious is this government about stimulating the economy of New South Wales? Many members on this side of the House have tried to indicate to the government where things could be improved as far as stimulating the economy of this state, but to no avail. And the editor of the Northern Star said this morning, Alex Easton, "Why be so secretive over the rail line report? If the New South Wales government did like, and I quote, did not like the Northern Rivers Rail Line when it axed it in 2004, it must hate it now." When Michael Costa, Minister for Transport, pulled the XPT from the line and pleaded economic reasons, saying the state's finances were in dire trouble back in 2004. And now we hear this government standing up and saying because of the global financial situation, this state is in trouble. Michael Costa said that in 2004. Again, I ask this government to look at the needs of the North Coast. It's just not the seat of Lismore, but the North Coast of New South Wales, and demand that they reinstate the service between Casino and Murwillumbah and extend it to Tweed Head.